Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and gamers, to another episode from VillageCraft, and I'm really excited. We're here in the city. The shop's up there. This is pretty shortly after we just recorded that little bit for me, so I haven't made any sales yet. But this right here, Big Guy and Somebody, sterling work on the city and roads so far, chaps. I heard you were looking for some smooth stone. Hope this helps Vex. And Vex came through. I am so happy with this because I really like. My idea is a New York City style. I don't know if you guys have been there, but it's concrete jungle is an understatement for this place. Nothing is there's very little like evidence of it being actually outside. It's all just concrete and asphalt. And I really want to be able to follow that. So that donation of stone, Vex, you're awesome. If you guys haven't checked out Vex's channel before, he's Tyrannosaurus Vex. His link will be in the description down below. And yeah, so last time I showed you guys, like, we worked on, obviously me and Fire worked on this, but I got some of this stuff done over here, like a little bit of leveling to get an idea of how to shape this section. I was trying to figure out how to make this coast work, and I decided on a retaining wall. So I've done a little bit of work, and we're going to build up a retaining wall today on this side, along with possibly a few other ones, depending on how this goes. But I did promise you guys in the past that I would talk about my disability, and I was supposed to be in episode 2, but with how things went, it just didn't work out all that well for us. So we're doing that today. I'm going to go up on dry land so we can get an idea of what kind of style we want, and I'll kind of explain it all. But all I know is I want to have it be a 5 wide, probably maybe a 7 wide section. Yep. So basically speaking, there we go, come on. I have a disability, and that disability is known as Tourette's syndrome, and many people think of Tourette's. Don't click off yet. Some people think Tourette's isn't serious, it's really minor, and in the grand scheme of things it is. But it's not as minor as most people think it is. I've heard so many times where people say, I wish I had Tourette's. It's not fair that you're able to do certain things and stuff like that. And it's I get where you're coming from. You're way off. Tourette's isn't exactly fun. So for those of you that do not know what Tourette's is, though, Tourette's is basically a neurological disability of the brain that causes motor and vocal tics, and those tics can be absolutely anything. It can be a mild like cough, which is one of mine, to screaming very loud and having no control, which is another one of mine. And it's also the motor tics, so hands start clapping, snapping fingers, rapid blinking, a lot of different kind of things, and it's able to be annoying, but for the most part, those of us with it have kind of just gotten used to it. I've had mine since possibly, where there's talk about maybe I was 3 weeks old when I first started showing signs, so I've dealt with this for quite a long time, and I've gotten pretty used to it. But it's one of those things that it's just kind of seen as, oh, you get to swear whenever you want to, which only 10% of those with Tourette's swear, and it's not what most people think. When they hear Tourette's, they think of that, and that's an inaccurate representation of kind of who we all are. I'll just look for a retaining wall. I feel like that'll work. I really want to use blocks where the water meshes in well, so, but yeah, so Tourette's is a lot more than just swearing. It's a lot of difficulties. I've been given tickets simply because a cop found out I have Tourette's. And I can't really fight it. Cop says, you have Tourette's, I'm going to give you a ticket, and I kind of have to go, yes, sir. Okay. And it isn't always the most fun, but that's kind of how it works. Let's hop down and look at this again. But so because of that, there's able to be some difficulties and things like that. And I've talked about this in my Realm of Bastion series. I talked about it in Lorecraft a while back. Should probably bring it up again. It's been a little too long. Ooh, I like that. Have it come out of the water maybe at some point above the supports. Maybe the supports go out of water a little bit. I feel like that'll work. But so I have Tourette's, and it's able to be difficult at times when it comes to editing. I've decided that a lot of the minor ones, like if you guys hear me randomly go quiet, it's either I am suppressing a tick or I edited out a tick. But for the most part, I leave them in because I feel like it'd be a bit of an injustice as to the somebody experience, I guess. So I'm really grateful none of you have made comments of like, stop coughing into the microphone, because it's a tick that I don't even notice anymore. A lot of the friends I have in real life and even here on the VillageCraft community don't even notice that the coughs anymore because it's just so frequent, and it's, I guess, just part of who I am a little bit. So that's what Tourette's is basically like on the like quickest, most simplistic form I can really describe it as. And it's honestly, it's just kind of interesting, and it provides a unique life experiences. Like no one, you ever hear the old psychological question of what's the sound of one hand clapping? I have a tick where one hand claps. So yeah, I know what that sounds like. It sounds like clapping. And there's just a lot of interesting things and a lot of great stories with it. If you guys have any questions though, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I would love to answer any questions you guys have about it. It's something that I think needs to be represented better, and I would love to be able to help with that. So if you guys have questions, leave them down below. But I'm going to take this, build it a lot of times, and I'll catch you guys back when I've built it a lot of times. I thought I heard something creeping up. All right. All right, guys, welcome back. So I feel like this looks good. I just did a quick once over to make sure everything's in place. But as you can see, it's pretty standard from up here. My goal with this is that when the city is done, no one's going to even notice this is here. It's going to look like it's blends in completely. And from over here, I feel like we've accomplished that. It's a lot of gray. I don't want to have that, like, this isn't the main part of the city. I don't want this to be attention grabbing. I want this to be very simple, and that something that everyone can kind of like make it easier to build on this coast, but not like have to compete with a retaining wall. So I feel like this looks good. We're going to be going around from probably about, oh, my guess is maybe this height right here, and just replacing everything with sand. I mean, sand looks better. Nice sandy beach going up to the city, or gravel and stone and dirt. It's a no-brainer. I want sand. So gonna be going around. Maybe actually it might be down here at this level, and just taking care of that. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll catch you guys back here when I'm done. Ooh, maybe I'll have a trident on me by the time I get back, or that'll say 7 deaths. One or the other. Okay, I'll catch you guys back in a little bit. Alrighty, guys, so obviously the shape is a little weird. I don't know if we're gonna go that detailed, but I think that looks a lot better. Now, just to show how much of the iron is actually mine, I decided to grab all of it for this project. All the iron that I have. Obviously this isn't counting fire stash or anything like that. Just the iron that I've collected. I think we're able to maybe get halfway-ish. So we're gonna have to finish that another time. Might go mining, but I'm going to go shoot a couple messages and see what we're gonna do for the rest of this episode. All right, I should fill this in. All right, catch you guys back here sometime soon. All right, guys. So I am making the strangest deal right now. So I want you guys to go check out Vex's episode. His came out a little bit before this one is. I believe his coming out the 5th on a Thursday. He accidentally crafted 39 diamond axes. So he's selling them pretty cheap, and all he wanted was a few stacks of sand, and I have a lot of them. So I'm really happy. I don't know if he's picking one up for me, or... Ooh, looks like he did. Thank you so much. Awesome. We now have a diamond axe. I'm really pumped. Let's go absolutely completely upgrade. All right, so let's find out what we can get from this first. Fortune 2. At no point do I want Fortune 2. All right. Do they have? They don't. Ooh. All right. Let's run over and grab some sticks and make a stone shovel with said sticks. Come back with said stone shovel. And how about now? Unbreaking 3. All right. Is there anything else? And efficiency 4. That's fantastic. So, because of that, I'm gonna have a bit of a different game plan with the axe. I was originally gonna put sharpness 4 and an unbreaking 3 on it. Sharpness 4 and unbreaking 3 book on it, but we already have the unbreaking 3, so I don't really see too much of a point to doing that. So instead, is it the bottom chest? Third chest. There it is. Yes, efficiency 4. Just to boost that up to efficiency 5. It needs it desperately. And actually, are you able to get looting on an axe? I don't know. If you can, this is going to be very interesting. I've never had looting on an axe. This is where I don't know things. We don't have an anvil in here. Maybe. Oh well. Let's just go over here instead. But looting on axe, I've never had that before. I don't know if it's an actual possibility. It is not. Okay, that explains why I haven't. Bye-bye, anvil. Fire, don't yell at me. And mending. Probably really want sharpness 4, but it has a loyalty on it, and I'd rather keep that for the trident that we'll eventually have. Somebody's X 1.0. I keep track of the number on my stuff because I go through them so often, it seems. It's not even that I'm, like, irresponsible. I just, more like I die. Well, it's not that I die a lot. It's that I'm irresponsible, and I just don't keep them for very long. But that is fantastic. I'm really happy with that. That makes it so much better, especially with, like, I grind a lot off screen collecting, like, wood, because wood is amazing for building, and this is going to help so much. I am so happy with this. But hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys back here with something to do in a little bit. So this might look familiar to a couple of you. We're back at Fixit's base, and he's laid out so much more chunks. He's done so much more work here. I'm excited to see this project come to fruition. I really am. But today we are working in a very, very special place. Let's see if I can find it. I'm sure we'll be able to. Aha! I think you can probably take a guess. Vic's been doing some work. We're going to meet him down there, and we're going to hop into a bit of a call and help him out with building a squid farm. I'm excited. I hope you guys are. Let's go.
Well, I'm back, and as you can see, the hole is dug, and somebody decided to join me. Not somebody as in the random term, but somebody with the name somebody.
They see the name tag. They see the name above my head. They know.
Yeah, it's very confusing. Anyway, so he built this contraption, which he tells me I'm going to be blown away, but we'll see. It takes a lot to blow me away.
Here, just stand like over there, like right against the little like cobblestone. Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
And hopefully this won't cause any problems, but
you're shooting rails at me.
Yep. And this will go on for absolutely ever, how many we need. So we have all the rails we need. And I'm able to...
Wait, are the rails coming from nowhere?
Yeah.
Woo, I like it even better now. That's amazing.
Yep. Congratulations. If I had more slime blocks, I think I could double the speed, but...
Wow, so it just creates rails out of nothing, huh? This seems illegal.
Yep. It's lovely, isn't it?
That's amazing. Well, that's good because I only had like 7 ingots of gold. I didn't tell you that, but whenever I invite you here, I thought maybe you would just go mining for me while I was digging this dumb hole. This is much better. Yep.
I went mining for a long time to collect all this gold. It was a lot of work, but I'm glad I put in the effort to get this.
Well, this is awesome. How many of these do we need?
How many? It's going to be, since it's 14 by 14, it's a little bit harder math than 16 by 16.
Mm-hmm.
But how many stacks do you have in your inventory now, or how many?
I have 68.
Okay, So we're gonna do this for a little bit off camera until we're able to get a little under, like 3.5 stacks ish.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to go off camera for that a little bit, but
Okay, edit point right now.
so do you
All
want
right, so yeah, we were just talking, and I thought, wait, I should record this because I'm gonna need to like listen again to. So, so we're setting up these mine rails, and tell me again why we have to use powered rails instead of regular rails.
Simply put, minecarts sometimes have an issue with lag and causing them to slow down.
Okay.
So it'll be, for instance, let's say the minecart is heading in this direction, and right here on this block, it experiences lag.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of going at a nice speedy pace, and let's say the lag, like, have you had that moment on the server where you rubber band for a little bit?
Oh, sure, yeah.
And it's like, it's not much. Maybe you go back half a second. But in that time, that minecart assumes it's going very slow. So it might not make it onto the next rail to pick up speed again. And if it does that, your farm broke. So if we make it like this, if let's say we had like 4 regular rails here, that's a lot more chance of it not working. Yeah, they fix that bug in the next update, sadly.
Also, I am out of regular rails.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Let me make some more.
Dude, what? All right. Well, so we have a bunch of signs.
Yay!
Are we done?
Kind of. I kind of want to explain this really quick, just in case anyone is curious as to what this is. This right here. Oh, it just came up, so I won't be able to show you it. But what it does is when the minecart comes up here, if it has any items in it, it'll go into this hopper. And as it goes in that hopper, this comparator will find that out, and it'll turn this off, so the powered rail goes to brake mode, and the hopper minecart will stay there until everything's unpacked. So you'll be able to get as many squid inks out of this thing as it's able to produce.
That's cool.
Any real hiccups.
And that hopper's just feeding into this hopper.
Yeah. I'm going to move this like maybe another 2 over and put up another circuit that's going to shoot them up to the sky for us. Okay.
Okay. All
so
right.
We have that to do, and the top section.
Okay. What's the top section? Oh, is that where the water comes from?
That's all the water, all the dispensers, all that fun stuff.
Okay. Cool.
So, you ready to hop into it?
We're dealing with some real lag here too. I don't know if you notice how bad it is at the moment, but we were just talking about. We're a little concerned. Sorry for lag. 700 spiders. That explains. Okay.
How?
There you go. So that's
sorry.
the answer.
How? Period. Here we are. Me and Fix were just talking about like, oh crud! I really hope that there isn't something like wrong with the server. Like, where is it? What happened? Nope, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, things are good now. Don't worry about it. Everything's just.
We
fine.
found out what happened. Everything's.
We just had to like call Pat and wake him up in the middle of the night. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. We'll be back. Well, hey, so we did this. Somebody helped me out a ton here. This is a water elevator, and this is how it works. So if you're like me and you don't know how anything works, apparently, I'm probably the only person who plays this game that doesn't know how this works. But apparently, you put items in, and they get launched through solid blocks, and they keep going up naturally through solid blocks until this. Hoppers are changed now, we discovered. Whereas they used to be a full block, now they are actually shaped like it's shaped, which is cool in a way, because that means if you have a hopper on top of a chest, you can actually still click on the chest now. But the downside is it doesn't snag up items because it's not a full block. So we rigged up this water, and the water just pours 1 block and drops it right in the hopper, and then that goes in the chest. So we just did a test, and it worked. It worked 7 out of 8 times. 1 got trapped up here on top of this slab, and so that will work. So I think for now we're gonna call it a night, because it's been a long night, and I'm tired. I'm still pretty sweaty from my 100-degree outside 4th of July gig. By the way, happy 4th of July, Americans. Well, we missed it by an hour. We were close. So when we're recording the same way, this isn't going out for a few days. But I'm gonna finish up doing this little dumb design that I did, just so it looks nice. And then whenever we can get back together again here, maybe tomorrow or Friday or something, we can work out where the water drops down, and then I should be rolling in ink. That's the plan.
Hopefully. And by the way, perfect explanation, like legitimately perfect explanation of this.
Yeah,
Like-
I know stuff.
You couldn't have. I couldn't have said it that good. I think that was. Great.
I know stuff. I just play dumb. All right, we'll be back for you guys in just a quick moment.
Hey guys, so me and Fix are back. We've done a little bit of work, as you can see. So, let's take a little bit of a venture down there to be able to just look at what is going on. So, up here we have a hopper clock. Some of you might know what this is. For those of you that do not, what it is basically these two hoppers are facing into each other with some items in there. Right now we're using sugarcane. And these get detected by the comparators, and it goes around and it pushes this redstone block back and forth. Pushes and pulls. You need to use sticky pistons, actually. It's a really weird thing. And when it gets pushed over, which should be happening fairly soon, as I look into the hopper, it triggers all of these dispensers, which have water buckets in them. And if we go underneath, water for everyone. Unfortunately, the way squid spawn, we're gonna have to be a little bit away for it to work. But while you're AFK fishing, which I saw your little AFK fisher hut, it's far enough away that things can spawn, for the most part. But it's not too close that things can't spawn. It's not too far that things can't spawn. So it's a good in between.
Perfect. Good.
So
wow, it's super laggy when these turn on and off. I'm shocked.
Yep. No. It's a bit. I don't know if that's because possibly we're in a pre-release and it might just be our side without Optifine.
Yeah, that could be it too.
But if 1.13 drops and it's still laggy, we'll take a look at it then. Which, by the way, everyone, we're now in pre-release 6. We updated. The Nether is much, much better, so we're able to use the Nether. Yay!
That's true. Hooray!
But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I had a lot of fun. It's always nice being able to hang out with Fix, and he like updated the storage system. I think it looks great.
Oh yeah, I didn't even show this too. Yeah, I did this.
Yep.
I did this all on my own.
He did. He really did.
All on my own. I moved it up. So the stuff travels up this like 3x3 cube and drops into water. And so I just made this water, pushing it right to these hoppers. And then I have 3 sets of chests. That way stuff gets kind of split, which as of now, we're still not getting anything, obviously. But I'm going to AFK here overnight and hopefully be just swimming in ink. That's my goal. Now, it's not going to be great because I've not filled any of these waters.
Yep. And the issue, you'll still get ink. You will still get ink. But it will be slow considering that our spawn is near ocean.
Right.
So those squids don't despawn, unfortunately. But it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but hopefully it'll be good enough because I'm looking at this here, and if you look, every pixel is ink, requiring ink.
Yep.
Like you got probably that'll be like gray concrete, that'll be like dark gray or like light gray and dark gray. That'll be maybe concrete powder. That'll be maybe gray wool. That might be diorite. That might be andesite. I mean, I got a lot of shades of gray, and I'm gonna need a worksheet to really work this out. But that's a lot of ink. That's a lot of ink that I need to dye. Luckily, wool is renewable, but all the concretes and the concrete powders, a lot of it.
But hopefully,
yeah. So the other thing I need a skeleton. And so I think I'm going to do next somebody, and maybe you can sort of just think about this. This is not my next project, but the next big thing I need is I'm going to do a generic mob farm here. There's going to be like a platform in one of these chunks.
All right.
That's going to, they'll just fall to their death, so I can get gunpowder for an eventual elytra, and most importantly, so I can get bones for bone meal and dye.
All right. My viewers know that I have a bit of experience with this, so I'll be able to. I'll think of a nice one for the dimensions you want. I'm gonna save the nice, happy, big one for my base because I like diamonds and I like making shops. So that's my game plan.
Now, speaking of, I owe you something for this out.
Oh.
What is your charge for this service?
I'm just happy to be able to help out. Like
No, that's ridiculous. You're not farming diamonds on your own. I owe you diamonds. How?
I really don't know. I had a lot of fun. You provided a good amount of the resources.
All right. Well, we'll just wait for about the 20 minutes it takes for us to sleep through the night.
It's weird. I think it's because of the fact that command blocks were changed a little bit with the pre-releases. So I don't know how it works. I think it's like weird data pack stuff. I don't get it.
Holy cow! This is so slow. We've got to work that out. Okay, here. So let's just see. How about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What?
How's that?
What? 13 diamonds?
Is that?
Oh,
Yeah. For all this work?
thanks.
Is that good?
No, I'm really happy.
Okay, and then 2 diamonds for the tip.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That helps a lot. That's gonna get me my diamond pants and chest plate.
Yeah, good.
Or
good.
maybe.
Hey,
Oh, now I'm thinking of
don't
how
have
I can
that.
use these diamonds because it's interesting. It's fun, but it's
Cool.
been a lot
Well,
of
thank
fun.
you so much. Yeah, thanks. It was fun to get a real official. Even though you actually.
This is really important. Can I have 16 diorite?
Yeah, just help yourself.
This is very,
Oh,
very
it's-
important to me.
Right over there. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is very, very important. My viewers understand this. It's sorry. It's very important, guys. It was great being able to help out with the fix. It was a lot of fun. Don't use diorite.
It's a good block now. It's a good
It
block.
can never be a good block.
No, but look at this. That is a nice looking block. I honestly think so.
Hear that,
It is
guys?
a
Help out fix.
You're
He needs new
wrong.
glasses.
That's it. A battle to the death.
Do you want me to?
Okay. Ah! I give up. I surrender. Oh no. Oh, I'm really gonna die. Oh no. Okay. All right. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.